Welcome back to video 3 of the Secret Seller series, where I buy products on Amazon and we do a deep dive and analyze these products, their listings, to see what we can learn from other successful sellers. Today's video, we've got 3 products and we're going to be focusing on listing optimization, so some image strategy tips. We're going to be talking about product inserts, we're going to be talking about brand building, and we're going to be throwing in a little product research tip at the very end. So let's dive into the first product, and as you can see right here on my screen, we're going to be talking about travel bottles. So here we go. Bought these travel bottles on Amazon. And again, if you guys are new to the channel, if you guys learned something in today's video, do me a favor, subscribe, like the video, drop a comment. But these travel bottles I bought for my trip, and there were a few things that I was looking to solve, and I wanted something that was leak proof. I wanted something that was light, and these were the bottles that I came across. So we're going to look at the listing first and see just a few things that I would have done differently if I was this seller. So if we come over here, their listing, their main image looks great, but they're lacking some infographics, and they don't have as much kind of explanation of the products, and I'll explain why that's important. In their product package, they had an entire instruction manual of how the product works and the key features. And what's interesting is this is like amazing. And if it would have been me, I would have done something and had this instruction manual, maybe not word for word, I would have obviously done some tweaks to it, but I would have had that as part of the listing. If we look right here, if you pull off this cap, pull it off, you can adjust these little labels to have them say different things. So if we come over here, if we look at their listing, you can see that it says lotion, shampoo. It says sun, lotion, shampoo, soap. So when I was buying this, I was thinking, okay, well, it's for sun, lotion, shampoo, and soap. That's it. You can't change it. You're just stuck, and you've got 4 options. But when I got it, that's clearly not what it is. You can actually change it to be on one, either sun, lotion, soap, or shampoo, or conditioner. Like you've got, and it actually has conditioner on there, and it doesn't even show that on the listing. And I'm like, what are they doing? Like, they're probably missing out on a ton of sales, because I'm sure some people are like, well, I want to buy this because I want 2 conditioners and 2 soaps, or 2 conditioners and 2 shampoos, or 2 conditioners, 1 lotion, and whatever. You can mix and match, and they didn't display that in their listing, which I think that they're leaving a lot of money on the table, and customers are probably not buying it because they're like, well, I don't want this for sunscreen. Like, I would never ever put sunscreen in this. Like, me personally, I just wouldn't. Other people, they might. Lotion, yes, I would absolutely put lotion in this. Shampoo, conditioner, absolutely. And so maybe for like me and my wife, for example, I could have a shampoo and conditioner for me and a shampoo and conditioner for her. And you can customize those tabs, and they did not express that or explain that in their images. Now, they might have it on the bullet points and the description, but I didn't even read it. Okay, and most people buying products on Amazon, they don't even read that. Yes, it's important to have that optimized for the people that do, but for me, I look at the images, and if that image didn't clearly state something that was super important, I think they're leaving money on the table. So that would be kind of one thing to look at, is if you have a unique feature and like something that's unique, it differentiates yourself, you want to clearly display that. And I think that they did not, they did that poorly. However, their instruction manual was awesome, which leads into the second thing that I would have done, and that is a comparison chart, something like this, where they compared their product to their competitors. They have an entire list of product features. They've got 100% BPA free, leak proof, safe for food use, carry-on approved, ID windows to identify contents of the bottle, which it didn't even talk about that in any of the images, but right here it does. So what I would have done is I would have showed more clearly that you can mix and match the soap, conditioner, lotion, shampoo. You can do all soap, all conditioner. You're not tied to these 4. You can change it out. And then I would have had a comparison chart like this showing why my product is better. Now, this seller is obviously doing a good job, and they're doing some sales. They're doing 315 sales a month, which is honestly great. They're doing 315 sales a month times by $13.99. They're doing basically $4,500 a month. Nothing crazy, but I think that they could be doing a little bit better. So those are just some little tips that I would have done differently. And then the next thing that I find very interesting, and as I've been doing this, and I've seen this, but now that I've been doing this Secret Seller series where I've been buying a bunch of products, every single seller and every single successful seller has some sort of insert in their packaging to collect information, to give extra support, asking maybe for honest feedback for reviews. And as you can see, this is kind of the next product. It's some gummies. They have, it's a big brand. And again, they're collecting your information right there with the QR code. They say, hey, scan this for a discount. And right here on this travel bottle, they're doing the same thing, saying, hey, scan this for a discount. The one thing that's interesting on this is they're saying, hey, scan this, and every single month we're picking one lucky winner to give a $100 Amazon gift card. It's kind of interesting. I don't know about if I would go to that extent, and who knows if they're actually giving away this $100 gift card. There's no way to verify that. I wish like maybe this is kind of another issue that I found is on like their Instagram. It's inactive, like they don't even have one. And then on their Facebook group, they only post every like 6 weeks, every couple months. And so for me, if they're going to do this, then I would like to see maybe proof on their social media sites saying, hey, we're giving away this $100. Now, I don't know, that's probably some gray area stuff, but that is one thing that they're doing to collect information, which for me, I probably would just go this route or say, hey, I'm delivering a warranty, I'm giving you a free ebook, or here's a free video training, or here's an instruction manual, whatever the case is. I probably wouldn't go to that extent, but anyways, that's another topic for another day. So that's one thing. And then another thing that they have is if you're not satisfied, contact us. We want you to be 100% satisfied and we'll get your problem solved. And then they have a way to contact them. They don't ask specifically for reviews on this, which I think is smart, because if they said, hey, if you're not happy, go here, and then if you are happy, leave a review, that's where you're kind of crossing the line. And so they're not doing that, which I think is smart. But right here, they're saying, hey, we're happy to help, which I think is super important as an Amazon seller. Like, we want our customers to have the best experience, but sometimes they just go and leave a bad review before they can even ask us or to get their problem solved. So if you can have that, you can potentially avoid some negative reviews. So those are some things on product inserts. Again, every large seller, majority of sellers have some sort of insert in there to deliver more value, to just make sure that you have a good experience, some branding. It just gives that kind of extra oomph in your product. Again, one thing that I see a lot of new Amazon sellers is they look at this product and they're like, oh, like my competition doesn't have a product insert, so I'm going to do an insert to differentiate my product. No, that's not how it works. A product insert is just to help you build off of that product to continue growing other brands, other products, email lists, and just continue to grow that existence. That's not going to differentiate yourself. Okay, so that is one thing that I do want to be clear. So that's the second thing that I wanted to talk about. And now let's dive into the third product. You guys are going to kind of maybe laugh at this, but you know, I had to do it. We're going to be talking about the man himself, Liver King. If you guys haven't seen this guy on the internet, I'd be shocked. He's going viral everywhere, Instagram, TikTok, on all sorts of different podcasts. And the guy is very well spoken, and he is very smart, and he has done an absolute great job of building a brand. And he, on his podcast, talks about how he's done, how he does like $100 million a year between his businesses. And one of his businesses is right here. It's called Ancestral Supplements. So right here is a supplement that is basically just a pill that is essentially liver. It's a liver pill. Kind of is gross and it smells nasty, but according to him, liver is king. And if you just take these pills and if you do I think it's like the 10 ancestral tenets or whatever, like it'll change your life. Now, I'm not going to go to the extreme that he is, but I do want to try some of the things. I'm not going to try all of them. I'm not going to sleep on a wooden plank. He literally sleeps on a wooden plank. You couldn't pay me to do that. But there are some things that I'm like, hey, this is interesting. And what he has done is he's built just this massive brand around himself, And now he launches different products like this. And then he's got the Whole Feast milkshake, which I'm super excited to try. It's like it's a protein that has, it's kind of gross. It's got whole beef blend, beef organ powder blend, liver, kidney, spleen, pancreas, bone, blood. It's got all sorts of stuff in this. From what I've heard is it doesn't taste nasty. It just tastes like a normal protein shake. But that is what he has done, is he says, hey, this is a problem in the world and this is how we're going to solve it. And he is just exploding. And if you can find a problem and solve it, maybe not at this level, or maybe you do have a problem at that level, then that is where you can just grow exponentially. And if we're going to come over here and we're going to see that this guy's crushing it. Just this one listing right here, he is doing $900,000 a month just with this one SKU, and he's got dozens. He's got dozens of SKUs. And like he said on the podcast, he does $100 million a year. And the way he does that is through his brand. So what I want to talk about real quick is the importance of brand building. Amazon, more than ever, I have a complete video where I talk about this, where Amazon is changing, and the way that they're changing is they are focusing on brand building. So if you can do that, if you can build an actual brand that is super important, that is how you're going to explode. That's how it's going to be sustainable. That's how you're going to have a bigger exit. That's how it's going to be around in 20, 30 years, is building a brand. So what you're going to want to do is, as you're launching products, what you can do is launch additional products around it and start building that presence on other platforms, social media, whatever the case is, to build a long-term sustainable brand. Okay, so now we're going to dive into the fourth thing that I want to talk about, is product research. And this is actually a way to find new products, but also to build around your current brand. So let's say I sell in the travel accessory space. Okay, so right here, we've got this product. What I would do is I would come over to this seller and I'd click on their sold by, and then you would go to their storefront. And you can see that they've got a dozen of different products that are in the travel accessories niche. Now, you might not find a great product, but as you can see, like they've got some travel shoe organizer. Maybe that is a product. Maybe the packing cubes, the travel cubes, are too saturated, but if you just focus on a travel shoe bag, maybe that's a little bit less competitive. Right there could be potential. Again, I haven't looked at it at all, but once you would find that, you'd be like, oh, this might be interesting. I'm going to look into it a little bit more. So that's what you can do, is you can look from other successful sellers in your niche. You can click on their storefront, see what other products they're launching. You can even monitor it and see if they are launching new products, or if it, like recently, or you can continue to monitor it and see, hey, is there a product that I can build off of this, and just basically have your competition doing the product research, and then you take the idea, obviously take the idea and improve it, differentiate it, come to market with something that's valuable, solves a pain point, solves a problem, and you can do really well. So that is just a little product research tip to not only find your second, third, fourth, fifth product, but you can also find your first product. Kind of doing that is looking at other successful sellers, seeing what they're doing, what they're launching, and then replicate their success and turn it into your own. So I hope you guys enjoyed today's video. I absolutely love doing these reviews because I honestly learn something every single day as I shop on Amazon. So I invite you guys to do the same thing as you shop on Amazon. Learn. Look at the inserts, look at the product, look at the listing, look at the brand, look at their social media, look at their sites, look at their links, look at everything, and just pick it apart and see what you can learn. Again, it's super important to think as the buyer, as the customer. When you're an Amazon seller, a lot of time Amazon sellers, we get stuck as only thinking as sellers, and we don't kind of think as a buyer. So for me, why did I buy this product? And now I can pick it apart and see, okay, here's what went good, here's what went wrong, here's some things that I can improve, and here's what I can implement in my own business. So I hope you guys enjoyed, and if you guys are interested in learning how to sell on Amazon and you guys have never heard about it, go to FBAchampion.com. I have a completely free 7-minute video that breaks down the entire process. Like I go through step by step, like it just lays it all out. No BS, no fluff. It just says, hey, here's the process. If you want to sell, here's how to do it. So go to FBAchampion.com. I look forward to helping you guys throughout the entire process. I hope you guys enjoyed these videos. Again, subscribe, like a video, drop a comment, and we'll see you in the next one.